All right, everyone. Today, my live video for the day is going to be of me Kemper profiling my custom signature amp, my Augustine, built by Mr. Ben Verellen, a crazy mad amp scientist. Thank you, Ben, for building me this amp. And so, what I want to do is basically show you and let you hear what the amp sounds like, but you're not going to really get to really hear it because you are actually being recorded on different streams, I guess. So what I'm kind of trying to show you is the cabinet that I am using right now is my Mesa Boogie cabinet, and I am going to be taking the tracking of the clean of the amp first, walk you through my clean setup with it EQ'd and reverbed, and then also the clean setting on different pickups selections on the switch, and then with the clean channel with the EQ flat. So here the amp is right here, and just wanting to go through and share with you guys what's happening. So if you have any questions on the Kemper and all that other good fine products of what I might have, please ask. Let me know what you need, and I will help as much as possible. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so if you're here, you're here. If you're not, no worries. So, okay, so what I got here is my Kemper. You'll see my little finger over here. Yes, there you go. And so to profile an amp with the Kemper, you got to use the direct send in the back of the Kemper and plug it into the input of your amplifier. And then you're going to set up your microphone in front of the amp, in front of the speaker, and find the sweet spot, which is usually somewhat on the cone, a couple of inches away from the grill. But it's good to get your headphones and listen to it, have somebody play the guitar. Like, I'm lucky I have another room with the Beast inside on the other side, which you can see on the screen. And, you know, you can have somebody play the guitar, go on the other side, listen with headphones, and find that sweet spot. Once you're happy with it, then you can start your commencing of your profiling. All right, so today I'm going to be using an Ibanez, and yeah, I'm going to be using my Ibanez. I wanted to use my Solar, but my strings broke, so I got to make, okay, and the other strings on my other two Solar guitars are rusty, but I can still show you them. They're beautiful. So that's my Ibanez. This is a different Ibanez from the other video. My beautiful wife got me this. And, you know. Okay, so, enough playing around, you guys. So, you tune the guitar. Okay, I plug in my guitar into the input of the Kemper. The direct send is going into the amplifier. The amplifier speaker cable is plugged in via to the other room. And I have my clean setting set up. And what you're going to hear is you'll hear my clean setting coming through my studio monitor. So I don't know how it's gonna sound for you guys, but this is just to give you an idea of kind of how it works. So let me see. Let me turn up the volume for you all. Okay, that's actually coming from the other room. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. Okay, so right now, if you look at the Kemper screen, I have it on tuner mode. You're gonna set it to profiler. Okay, so that's not the tone I'm going for, all right? So here's so you got the Kemper amp, and then you have your reference amp, which is the middle button here. And I don't know if you can see the words clearly or not, but this is the profiling assistant. I had already adjusted my return levels to kind of, I know I got cut off, so now here we go. Okay, so that was the clean coming through the studio monitors. All right, so I like it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna hit the button next. I'm going to select a clean profile, And then I'm going to start profiling. You have options to control the bass, middle, treble, and presence, but if you got the sound you want on the amp, then keep it how it is. So I'm going to start profiling, and you guys get to hear the alien noises. You know, the fun part of the Kemper profile is that. So if you're actually in the room, it's really, really loud when it does this process. So I wouldn't recommend profiling at 2 o'clock in the morning in an apartment or where you have neighbors nearby, because it will get really, really loud. And so here we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so it is done. Okay. And so this is the Kemper version of the amp. Oh, that sounds really good. Sweet. I don't know what that bong 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 dee dee dum ding boo. I don't know what that is, but it's probably some kind of thing going on. So now you can press over here on this button and it refines the profile and kind of play all over the neck, whatever you want, And here we go. That does it lets you refine it. You press finish and then you listen to the Kemper amp version of it, and then you go back, reference amp, Kemper amp, that's the real amp. That's the Kemper. This is the real amp. It sounds exactly the same. Okay, so then you're gonna go and you're gonna press store and you're gonna save it with your information or what you want. I already pre-did it, and no, it's not that. So I'm going to clear this out over here, and then I basically already started. So I'm just gonna exit that. So I already have that profile here. If I go into my browser, you will see that there is an Augustine clean already made, and there it is. And here's on the split between the bridge pick, the neck pickup. There you go. That's how I did that right there. So that is my settings. The bass is probably at 2 o'clock. The mids is at maybe 10 o'clock. The treble is at roughly 2 to 3 o'clock. And my volume is on 12 o'clock. My master output volume is at max. And it's at 100 watt setting right now. So now let's do one with the EQs all straight up to give you your own little color and your own little variation of what you're gonna do with it, right? So here we go again. Here's the reference amp. Okay, and then now we're gonna hit next. And let me go back. Okay, so we're gonna go Kemper. That's what I just did. And then here's the amp now with the EQ changed. You can hear the change, right? It's a little bit more dull. So here we go. I'm gonna profile it. I'm gonna select clean again. I'm gonna start profiling it. And here we go. I know this part is a little boring. Hey, brother Randy, how you doing? I'm not sure if I'm online or not. If you could, or if anybody out there, if you guys are watching and I am online as we speak, send me a little comment so I know. If not, I'll just post this as a full video when I'm done with it. But I am off. I have been off for a couple of days now, enjoying my time off, enjoying music, and wanting to share with you as much as possible. I still haven't sent my amp back out for the changes that I want done to it. So yeah, if anybody's out there right now, send me a message, let me know, and we can go from here. But I know we got cut off earlier. Ah, right on. Slow net I have now. Perfect. Thank you, Randy. Yeah, so I'm just doing the Kemper profiling of my custom amp, my signature amp. And then I'm going to go play what it Kempered right now. Here's the real amp. Actually made it sound better. All right, so I'm gonna leave it because I like how that sounded already. Okay, and then I'm gonna start it. And I already had that set. It's at Augustine clean. And now what I'm gonna do is the other patch that was my actual clean setting. I'm going to add right here EQ. I'm gonna add EQ flat. So at least I know that I can adjust the EQ more to my taste later on, or in a mix, or depending on the environment that I'm in. Okay, and there we go. So it's Augustine clean, EQ is flat, so I know I store it, and it is stored. So now that is my, so now if I go back into my browser, you're gonna see the Augustine clean. That's with the EQs flat. And then now I go, now this is with my EQ tone. You hear how the highs got a little bit more high? Alright, so now I know what you guys was actually waiting for. But we're going to go into Distortionville. Whoa. So I'm going to go into that mode right there, okay? So we're going to be in distortion land right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the back. I'm going to flip the switch. Where's that little switch? Okay, now I am on the distortion side of the amp. Okay, so what I'm in, I'm actually running it at 100 watts. I'm coming through a 57 microphone, an SM57. Let me put this on standby a little bit. So on this one, the setting, I have the bass at maybe, let's make it at 10 o'clock-ish. Let's put the mid-range at, it's almost 11:30. The treble is maybe about, I would say 3 o'clock. And then my overdrive is max. My presence is at about 2 o'clock. And that's what it is right now. This again is at 100 watt setting, and you know what? Why don't I put this? I'm gonna put this to 50 watts. I can push it a little bit harder. Okay, that's the reference amp right there. So now I'm going to hit next on my profiler in the screen over here, right here on my finger going over here. And I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to now select distorted tone. And again, the Kemper likes to steal the souls of your amplifiers, but it's really useful in a recording environment. Okay? So I'm going to press distorted, and then I'm going to go start profiling. Okay? So again, now it's going to do the same thing. I didn't move the microphone. I left the placement where it's at. And right on. Hey, thank you, Graham. But yeah, you know, so wanted to try and just share with you guys the process, because I really want to send this amp back out, and I have been so busy. Oh, it feels good to play music again. You know, I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted last night, my live there, but I know we got cut off on that one too, so I reposted the full video. But I'm just going to show you the clean and the distortion, and that'll kind of be a wrap up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And could anybody give me a thumbs up if I'm still online? If not, I will post this later. as a full video if I did get caught off. Sorry about the reception, but you know, a hurricane did go past our place recently. So okay, this is the Kempered version of the tone that of my amp. Oh, it was so sweet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so here's the Kemper. Okay, so you hear how it's a little bit more lower frequency on the Kemper profile. So now I'm going to refine it by hitting the refine button and go for it. Okay, so what I did was I refined it, and again, when you refine it, you kind of want to play all over the neck. You want to hit the strings hard, you want to hit it soft, you want to cover a bunch of chords, a bunch of notes, as much strings as possible. And so this is the refined version of the Kemper profile of my amp. Here's the real amp. Here's the Kemper. Wow, I really like that. I'm going to keep that one right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to store it as a start again, and I'm now going to label it. So you got to go through all the labeling process. You know, if you had it hooked up to the computer and you did it, you know, you can just type it all in. But I'm going to save it as Augustine distortion 50 watt. Okay, I'm not gonna go through every cabinet I have and every little deal. You know, I just taking what I heard was the best sounding out of all my cabs with this signature amp. So I'm not going to be like, here it is on a Marshall, here it is on my 212 ported, here it is here. You know, I'm just going to do what I do. All right, so I'm gonna go Augustine distortion and this bang. Distortion, and then I'm going to also give myself a little note that it's at 50 watts. Okay, just to know. And I kind of like the actual 50 watt sounding better compared to my 100 watt, because the speakers I'm running on, okay, the speakers that I'm running on my my Mesa Boogie cabinet is greenback 25s. I have 3 of them. If you look at the color of them, let me try and see if I can zoom you guys in there real quick. So I have if you look at the speaker, oh sorry, I'm over there zooming in. If you look at the speaker now, I have 3 greenback 25s and a 1 vintage 30 on the bottom left. So that's a stereo cabinet. The left 2 speakers are one side, the right 2 speakers are the other, so I get tonal differences. After I'm done with this video, I'm probably going to do the greenback 25 and the Marshall just so I have it all in my Kemper, but I'm not going to bore you guys too long with my live video, and I'm not even sure if I'm live, so hey, what the hell. Okay, so here we go. So I started, it's all glorious, let's check it out. I have my Augustine, can you guys see that? I'm not sure if you guys can see that, maybe. Is the Augustine cabinet right here. Woo! Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing same exact settings, don't fall off my chair, at 100 watts, and see how it pushes my speakers then. All right, so I got it there. I'm going to go back into my profile. Here's the Kemper version of my amp, and then I'm going to, here's the 100 watt version. So you can see I got more body now, and I guess I'm offline. So here we go. It is a distorted, so I'm going to leave it at the distorted, and I'm going to start profiling. Oh, that bugger sounding angry. That bugger stay angry. But I'll tell you what, kids, you know, give you some light. Maybe I can brighten up the situation. There we go. Not so dark anymore, you know. What's going on? What's going on? I've never heard it do that before. That's a different version of that profile, guys. Hey, Kemper guys, you guys ever had that happen? You heard that? I don't know if you guys heard that. It sounded very weird. It didn't sound like the normal profiling. So, we shall see. Shall we? All right. Okay, here's the Kemper version of it. Whoo! Yes. Listen to the reference amp now. Here's the Kemper. I'm gonna refine that one. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so here's the Kemper version of it. I know it's noisy. There's a real amp. Well, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that. I'm taking that to the bank. Yeah, so I'm going to save that. I already have it labeled. And now what I'm going to do is change the end of it. Right here. I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to go... Wow, look at that on standby real quick. That was weird. Okay, it could be my lighting in the room in the studio. So I'm going to make that 1. I'm going to make that 100 watt right here. And I'm going to do it again right here. And then I'm going to go, yeah, it was acting weird, so I shut it off. Okay, so I put that at watt. Again, you got to go through this whole process. You know, it's worth it. You can make it all nice later in the on the program, on your laptop or your computer or your desktop, whatever you got to run, you know, your Kemper through. And I am now going to store it. But just in case something went wrong with that one, I am going to do another one. Whoa, my goodness. Okay, so I stand by, put the reference amp on. Here we go. I'm going to try that again because it did it weird, but I'm still keeping it. And I'm going to start profiling it. Hopefully it doesn't get all weird on me. There it is. Now it sounds normal. It sounded like a normal profile. That doesn't sound normal. That sounds normal. But there's noises I'm hearing that I've never heard. I also just did the Kemper Profiler update. I don't know if that has some... Look, I've never heard this before. I've never heard this before. But I'm going to check my source. Okay, that sounds normal. So if you Kemper guys, you guys ever heard anything like that, let me know. It sounds weird to me. Doesn't normally sound like that, you know. But again today I just wanted to share my amp with you guys, and I'm gonna do another one at 100 watts with the EQ flat, and another one at the 50 watt with the EQ flat. Here's the Kemper profile. Okay, so I'm gonna save that right there, and I'm just gonna label it Augustine 100 watt 2. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a space and go into 2 and store it. And it's stored. I think that might have something to do with the update, guys. Not sure. So I'm gonna go on my browser just to double check the tones. This is the 100 watt. Put the noise gate on a little bit. There. Try the other one. Put a noise gate on it. Add the little noise gate on there. Alright, that was 100 watt, and let me try the 50 watter. What happened to it? Oh, don't you hide from me. There we go. Okay. The little noise gate. I'm not really putting a lot of noise gate on it. Alright, so that is that for that. And I'm really liking what it sounds like that. Thank you for watching. Like and share. Do what you guys gotta do. I do have a YouTube channel. It's Jeremiah Augustine on YouTube. Come search me out. I'm posting videos as much as I possibly can. If I have any gear that you want to know about, want to ask me questions about, please feel free to subscribe and ask, you know. But I wanted to share Kemper profiling of a one-of-a-kind custom signature amp. And thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great weekend, and over and out. Yes.